I'm Rob Chappers, and I'm here with my friend Keith Merrow.
Love you.
The living multi-stringed legend from the States, working with me collaboratively on this amazing ML-7 project with Chapman guitars. Thank you, Keith. So today is a big vote. We're actually going to be voting for a couple of cool things. If you haven't seen the previous videos, please go back in time and watch them, because you're going to get very confused very quickly. If you have, of course, you'll know that we've already voted for a bunch of different criteria and areas of design. And then I thought, wait a minute, Chappers handbrake, we're going to go back, because we made a decision to make two 7-string models, an S-type and a T-type, Keith.
That's right.
It's kind of like two opposing wars, because Keith is really into the S-type.
That's it. Fuck you, T-type.
So now that we know we're making both, I kind of thought we should really stop and just get both the body shapes together, and I'll allow you to vote on the headstocks all over again with the knowledge that we're doing both T and S-type. So we're re-voting on the headstock shapes for the T-type and the S-type, just to make that clear. So every single vote counts. It's a bit of a step back.
And this time we know for sure, for sure that, you know, the headstock was chosen based on the body style. You know, because I think the problem that we ran into is a lot of people had expectations for, you know, a pointy headstock on an S-type guitar, and it ended up being, you know, a T body, and so everyone was like, okay, well, I still would like to see a pointy headstock, or, you know, so this is like a reassurance thing. You know, let's make sure it's what the majority wants.
It makes us feel good, because we're offering you everything there possibly could be that we can manage to do from Chapman guitars. Something very important to say is that this is the only time you're going to be voting on elements for both an S and a T on the same vote. Once this vote is done, we drop the S-type until later on in the year, maybe next year, early next year, and then we design the whole S-type from then on. So after this vote, we just purely focus on the T-type, get all the spec done, get the bridge, get the pickups. So lots of work for you guys to do for us, which we thank you for, and we hope that you enjoy this process. I know that you're enjoying it, because a lot of you tell me you are, so that's a good thing. So here's the thing. Someone just sent me a message. Wait, who was it? I'm excited. It might have been nice.
Me telling you, shut the hell up.
Okay, so vote. Is it vote 4?
Technically.
I can't even count, but I think it's vote 4. Okay, so here's the T-type body and the 3 headstocks to choose from, and also is the S-type body, and again the 3 headstocks to vote for. We're going to leave this vote knowing exactly the outline shape of the T and the S-type guitars. That's exciting.
That is an exciting thing. So don't get up.
I should say that just because we're voting on the outline doesn't mean that we can't do cool things like spoon cuts or carving or...
Right. This is the basic rough outline of, you know, the style of guitar that it's going to be. But within that, we can have little nuances, you know, and accents to the guitar that'll make it, you know, special and unique.
Plenty of exciting things, and if you were thinking, well, the T-type's looking really really traditional, I'm not into that, well, it may end up looking a little bit more modern, you know, because we might go, it's great, but maybe let's cut it away a bit more, let's spoon cut it, let's do a couple of things to make it look a little bit more 7-stringy. Or it may well be that the S-type has a few, you know, tummy cuts for fat dudes like me, and things that kind of kick it some styling.
Alright, so for the next votes that we do, we're going to do kind of a bigger vote. We're going to go straight into hardware, so we can have, you know, different types of bridges, and then your tuners, you know, it could be locking or non-locking. You could pick a few different brands, Grover, Hipshot, you know, and maybe Schaller and a few others. Yeah, we're still working on that, but that's what we're going to do next. Is we're going to you know, pick the hardware and the hardware style, and then after that, I think we're going to start choosing pickups, you know, volume and tone knobs, placements, switches, things like that.
What about configuration? Because I guess we should probably get pickup configuration done before we vote on the brand of pickup.
Yeah, that's definitely tied into the, you know, the pickup vote. You know, whether you want it to be HSH, you know, 2 humbuckers, a single and a hum, you know, so that's going to be, you know, a vote in itself. when it comes down to the brand of pickups, you know, that's another thing we're going to have to work on, and we actually, as Rob has mentioned before, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we've been working on, trying to work on things to make this guitar as good as we possibly can. So we're still working on that. We don't have much detail we can get into about, you know, the different pickup options that we're going to have. But that's going to be a vote that comes up here in the future. So keep paying attention. Thanks for the support.
There you go. Go and vote. Get it done, as Keith would say. Get it done. And we'll see you at the next vote next week. I'm Rob Chapman.
I'm Keith.
Chappers out.